So as promised, here's a tour of my studio, and that one's the arts and crafts studio, and I'll be doing a tour of that one on my other channel. But this is my resin studio. It's a lot smaller, but you'd be surprised how much I cram in it. And as you can see, I eat an awful lot of ice cream, because these ice cream tubs here are just a few of the very many that I've got. And what I do with these, I write on them what the project is going to be. I then put everything that I need for that project in there, all the production notes and everything, and then when I'm recording it, I've got everything to hand. So on the left as we go in, I've got these pigeon holes, and these pigeon holes are brilliant, and all these were given to me from offices that were shutting down and things, and I used those just for storing stuff in, like papers, my bags, maybe some cling film bits and pieces, pipettes. And I then have a little table next to that here that I also have all the bits and pieces on that I use on a regular basis in here, so kitchen roll and things. Now throughout this studio you will see things like this. This is where I have my cameras, and obviously I have lights on the ceiling, all the sockets, there's sockets everywhere. And then underneath the pigeon holes there are these sets of drawers, and I used to keep all my moulds in those. But to be honest, my mould collection has grown so large that I'm no longer able to keep them in there. So I'm going to be using them for something else. I may move them into the other studio. Now my moulds are kept in these drawers here, as you can see. And all my moulds are kept in there. So for instance, these are my coaster moulds. I keep all my moulds in plastic bags, seal them up, and always give them a spray of mould release prior to storing them, because that way they keep a lot longer. I have got a whole video on how to look after your moulds and things, which will help a great deal. So I'll link that at the end of this one. There's me in the mirror filming you, and I have that mirror because I like to be able to see what's going on behind me sometimes, because if I've got things going or whatever, I don't have to move because I'm lazy. That's the main desk that I work on, and there's storage underneath as well. I have my bin and my jewellery making bits and pieces, and then over here is where I have all my resins. So that's all my resin colour resins, and that's all my J Diction resins. Again, anywhere I can put a shelf or a set of drawers or something, I will put them there, because storage is so important. As for example, above there is all my tapes, my silicone for making silicone moulds, and my large industrial extractor fan. When that extractor fan is on and these doors are shut, honestly, the drag on that extractor fan pulls those doors in. It is so powerful. I also have a small one this side as well, so there's a good flow of air going through the studio. There's my fuse box, because obviously I have to have a fuse box in here. Another little shelf there where I keep all my gloves that I've worn so I can wear them again, and all my gloves. And this is where I keep all my power tools and my lighters. And under there is my torches, a little caddy with all my stirring sticks in, paintbrushes, all that sort of thing. And my baby wipes are in there as well, because I like to have things right where I need them all the time. Obviously there's all my J Diction resins. I've got my glitters there. I have got this set of shelves here, and I keep a lot of things again in there. As you can see, there's my ice cream boxes. More ice cream boxes. More ice cream boxes. And that's where I keep my large mica powders, my UV curing light, and some different projects that I've been working on and things like that. And I have a radiator in here as well, because I want to make sure that when I'm curing stuff in here, I'm maintaining the temperature. And I keep my wooden blanks in a sealed box so they don't attract any moisture. My flour drying stuff, that's a box of incidental things. But this is where I keep all my silicone mats, and I've quite a selection of silicone mats, and they're kept in just some square drain pipe that I've cut up, put on that shelf, and I roll them up and put them in there as well. And then I have my shot glasses there, and my pint and half pint mugs there, and that's where I keep all my sand and different bits and pieces as well that I might use, like borax or salt, aluminium powder, titanium dioxide, white, all that sort of stuff is there. And then towards the back wall, that's my pressure pot. Now I very rarely use the pressure pot, to be honest. It's not something, unless you're casting all the time, I would recommend you get. I don't think you need to spend all that money out on a pressure pot, especially with the good quality resins that are out there now, the deep cast things. Save yourself the money unless you're doing lots of castings. So in my ice cream tubs, I've got all my incidentals like stickers and wire and little plastic animals and Christmas things and nutshells, anything that I might need. And there's a project I have been working on. Now this bench here is a very level bench, and I check it every time I use it, and I keep my level up there because when you're curing things, you want to make sure that it's on a level base. So I do check this on a regular basis. And as you can see, I use anything for storage. There's the pots that the washing tabs come in for our clothes, margarine tubs, and tubs as well for the dog supplement. Those boxes there, another little ice cream tub, are all resins that people have sent me to try out, and I haven't tried them out yet, so I can't do a review on them. But you know I will, and when I do a review on them, I will always do an honest review as well, because I will not take money for a review, because I want to be able to give an honest review, and I won't recommend anything that I don't like or use myself. I have shelves here that I keep other stuff on, and then there's the curtains that I use to shut the light out to be able to control the light. In there is a big box of deep cure resin, which I find is really useful. Make a lot of stuff with deep cure resin. And then under there, there's two sets of metal drawers that I've had for years, and they're, to be honest, they're not being used very much at the moment. I do keep some stuff in them, as you can see, odds and ends, Velcro, cloth, and all sorts of things for crafting in there. But most of my crafting stuff is in my other studio, which I will do a tour on for people. And necklaces and things and bits that I like, I hang up there and hang up around the side as well. Honestly, there isn't a bit of space here that isn't utilised, and if it isn't utilised, it means it can't be, because I need to have cameras or something there, and it would block the camera. There's another camera stand, obviously, because I use two cameras to record in. And this is something that I built a long time ago. It's just a piece of wood on some hinges. It drops down, and then it's got a blackboard on it, and I can just write things on there that I need to remember as well, or project ideas when I get them. That's looking out into my garden past the ice cream tubs. I'm surprised the dogs aren't out here. So that's my little studio. It's really compact. It's just an old summer house that I converted, but it is worth its weight in gold for me. I use it all the time and I love it. I love the space. It's a very safe space for me. I keep all my masks and everything in my other studio so they're not around any fumes when I'm not in here, and I use a mask and gloves all the time. So I hope you've enjoyed this little whistle stop tour of where I work and what I do and how I store it. Look, there's another shelf there. That's where my UV resins go, and my UV torches hang there with another level, small little level that I use when I'm doing pictures. And I'm about to do a picture which is going to be a little bit different, so look out for that video. I just want to say an awesome thank you to everyone that got me a coffee last month. Thank you so much. Your coffees are what enable me to buy this equipment and to keep this channel running. So thank you very much, and thank you to all my members as well. Check out the video that's coming up next on how to keep your molds really safe and get a really nice long life out of them. Be sure to boot that like button as well. It really does help my videos to get out there, and it lets me know that you've enjoyed the video as well that you've just seen. That's my barrier cream up there that I always put on as well. Dipping in and out. Take care. Enjoy your resin. Bye.